If you're young and you're interested in dental implants, but you're wondering maybe you might be a little too young or you're wondering what your options are, I had a recent consultation with a former patient of mine who had some issues with some of her teeth. She was only 19 years old and she was wondering what her options were with a full mouth of dental implants. So stay tuned to this video because I basically go over all of her options with her and tell her what her best path forward is. So let's get started. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing?
Good, how are
Good
you?
seeing you again.
You too.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess
Just a little bit.
All right. Awesome. So I do see that you basically have a pretty significant two very big cavities. So I know that's what's causing the pain. But yeah, at this point, we could easily take those out for you. Any questions that you have for me?
I've been to a few dentists over the last 3 years, I would say.
Okay.
And they've kind of told me you're probably going to need all of your teeth removed and dental implants by the time that I'm 30.
Okay.
And I've gone to affordable dental.
Yep. Affordable dentures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And immediately, not even within 10 minutes of the consultation, the doctor turned me away because I was 18.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But at the same time, I don't want to go through. I mean, you know me. I'm not good with people in my mouth. I freak out. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go through getting all of these fixed if I'm going to need to get all of those teeth removed anyway.
Right.
So I wanted your opinion because out of everyone I've seen, you're the person that I trust the most.
Yeah. With you being 19, the problem is that your jaws are still growing.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the concern because as your jaws are continuing to grow, your implants basically become locked in place as your jaw continues to grow.
Okay.
So, my kids are a lot younger than you, but if we were ever caught in a situation like this, what would I say? I would say what I would do is our doctor here. So he does all the general work. Mm-hmm. I would honestly, he's a really good guy and I really trust his opinion. I would want to hear his opinion kind of regards based off of what he sees with the close-up x-rays. Okay. Obviously, these two cavities, they're way too huge. They're causing
out of my mouth.
They need to get out.
It hurts so bad.
Right. But if we could nip anything in the bud and buy more time out of it, then I would say that deserves a lot of basically attention. And we need to really consider that because realistically, we do tons of all-on-4 dental implants. Mm-hmm. But you're just too young for it.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a good result. And then it's, God forbid, what could happen later on down the road. Then you're without recourse and then you're not going to be able to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
And I assume getting all of the teeth removed and just having dentures that pop in and out, that would also be kind of an issue.
That would be a very big issue. Yeah. Because the problem is that when you lose the teeth, then when you're biting up and down, you're putting force on your jaw, which keeps your bone supple. Bone is living tissue. It's like muscles. Mm-hmm. So if you lose your teeth and then you're not putting force down, your bone will shrink like crazy. Okay. So if you look at photos of anybody elderly and they get the face collapse, their jaws are collapsing because they're losing so much bone, then you don't want to look like a grandmother at 30. Yeah. Right? That's going to be devastating. So the outcome that's going to give you the least heartache is going to be letting them do whatever they need to salvage all the teeth that they can. Now, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean a guy should give you a full aesthetic workup and you're going to drop tens of thousands of dollars to make everything look pretty. Yeah. And it's not that. It's just how much time can we buy out of your teeth? Mm-hmm. And then another recommendation I would be is if you were to lose teeth, then what we call bovine bone, cow bone, is the best type of bone graft to put in a patient like yourself. Because that bone stays around longer.
You've done that with my mom, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she had something done up there with a different bone.
That stays around longer.
Okay.
So that would be another recommendation. So if that conversation ever has to come up, because on your upper left, I do notice you have a huge cavity on one of your upper teeth also. Yeah. A little further, actually further back.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you have a cavity. So that can come into the equation also, into consideration. That'd be my thought. What I would say, at least for now though, is I would say get this tooth out and get that wisdom tooth out right behind it also. So get those two out and get those two out. And then we can have Dr. Nguyen do an assessment kind of in regards to everything else. Okay. Yeah. What we could also do too is maybe do this assessment before we do the extractions, so that if this tooth has to go, then we could take that at the same time while you're knocked out.
I would prefer to.
Yeah.
If we need to get any of them just yanked out, do that all
at once. Of course, we send her out ASAP with Dr. Wing. And what we'll do is, they're bothering you today?
Yeah, I'm just like really anxious right now, but normally, like it feels like there's just like shock waves in my jaw when I drink like water or eat anything.
Sooner the better then. Any other questions?
No, that's all.
All right, cool. It's good seeing you again. Have a good one. Take care.